So that was in fact kind of a co-function at 9 that was the NINE of it. There were 4 of them that were derived at that point, but all the earlier portions of it were handled in the earlier function thereof, and that was more of a prophetic intensity of the Blue Jean Baby Queen orientations of the holiness upon the actual completion area of it that was sort of already a part of it in that earlier function, but only God in Begin knew that part of it based upon when he met the Blue Jean Baby Queen, and there was a lot of blessing orientations for it there. Basically on the up and up in the blessing portion of things in the height, but it wasn't even necessarily something anybody else knew or was a part of it during developmental intensification areas, intensifications. But it was sort of weird because he went up there and they had handled Jesus. They had handled Jesus 13. They did handle 12. They did handle 11. They did handle 10. At that point, he knew Michael was working on 9, but that's when he went up. Just kind of on his way up, he saw it that way on the way up. And then he met Blue Jean Baby Queen and was already done. Worked with him in developmental, went back down with him, in him, as him, down to Begin. Worked his way up as the early function on up to Michael, who was working on the 9 and assisted him with the 9. 9 was conjunctive with Jesus Christ functional 13 ordinate. He didn't call himself that at that point, but that is where he kind of derived what he was working on down 12, 11, 10. Michael's 4, the NINE, was the E9 NA to I7 and N5. So the early function did handle the first 4, that is the Earl, the ERLY. The Y was sort of weird. Y went so fast in triunic based upon the NINE on one end and the ERL on the other end based upon the L love and the indeterminate function. That the Y was just like, why God, why? It was that one was just sort of that fast sandwiched between the two. There's a lot more to it at this point. I'm hoping I can remember everything. I did kind of review a whole lot when the video cut off. I'm supposed to go upstairs for a blessing, ornamentation, orientation discussion in some sense. Angelica was involved in blessing, therefore there was a blessing for Tasha in the fish. I poured some fish in the coffee, and there was just sort of a blessing in there that spiritually had explained and derived that it is there for her. It is in fact in here, and I did drink the rest of the coffee, and I did have a little fish in it. I ate a fish sandwich that was kind of guardianship at this point.